to get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Navigation trading on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream, Thursday, August 27th. S&P futures up 26, NASDAQ up 240, Russell is down 3, and the Dow is down 85. Gold is slightly red. Silver's up about 1/3%. Notes and bonds and yields all pretty flat. Oil's tiny green. Natty gas is up 2%, soybeans down 0.5%, wheat up 0.5%, corn down 0.5%. Euro and the pound tiny green, and Bitcoin up over 1%, almost back up to 80,000. VIX contracting down a little over 1%, 15.04 is the current reading. Had some earnings last night. I participated in 3 of them. CRM's up 12%, CrowdStrike's up 10%, and NVIDIA's up 6%. I went neutral on CRM and Crowd and a little bit bullish on NVIDIA. So we'll see where those shake out. I would say Crowd and CRM are probably a little bit red, NVIDIA green. We'll see where things open. No audio? Anybody else? Nor can't hear me? We've got, so the expected move yesterday was like 26. Today it's 31. There is the bell. No 1 DTE Iron Condor today. I'll possibly put on a double calendar for a DC time machine, but I'm gonna watch the action first. I've got 2 that expire today. Number 209 is right on the upper edge. Number 210 is outside of the range, so I need a little bit of a down move today. All right, looks like Discord's acting up for a couple people. Let me, I'm going to restart here. All right, we're back. Nor, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah, it's just a little odd. Discord sometimes acts a little quirky. A lot of people it works for, and a couple of people it doesn't, but I got to reset. So, all right, so CRM continuing higher. It's up 14% now. Crowd up 11.5%. NVIDIA's up 6%. I did a neutral calendar in CRM, which is red. That needs a little bit of a pullback. Did a neutral calendar in CrowdStrike. That is slightly red, needs a little pullback. Did a bullish calendar in NVIDIA, and that one is printing nicely. That's up about 70-80%. Good job out of you, Moel. A little bullish tint. That was your idea. Got to give credit where credit's due. I just took off 3 of 5 of those NVIDIAs. See if we get a little bit of a dip. I'll take off the rest. Chips are coming down, except for NVIDIA and AVGO. AVGO is also going up. Indices a little dip to start the day. Mag 7 all coming down, except for Tesla's holding up a little bit better. Now NVIDIA coming down. I'm gonna close that out at 450. I've got an order. So if that hits, I'll close it out. Netflix week. Biggest red, mRNA is down 5, Uber down 2.5, Netflix down 1.5. AVGO also pulling back now. Back to pre-market high. S&P trying to hold above previous day high. Russell starting to bounce. Qs are under pre-market lows. Chips are weak. I'm going to load some 7-Eleven puts and Qs just to have ready in case I want to take it. It's dipping back to lows now. S&P still holding above previous day high. PLTR is acting strong. Apple trying to bounce. It's just kind of swept pre-market highs and lows so far. Google very weak, Amazon very weak. Tesla's just kind of chopping, still in pre-market range. Russell breaking out above pre-market high. Got filled on NVIDIA, so I'm out of that trade. Nice one. Tesla, I'm going to add some Tesla calls. It'd be the 1 DTEs. Go with the 355s, just adding it to my watch list. Yeah, CRM and Crowd are underwater, so I'm just holding those for now. See if they pull back some. Tesla's showing good relative strength. NVIDIA's starting to bounce back up. PLTR staying strong. So PLTR, Tesla, showing the most relative strength here. AVGO, not bad. NVIDIA, not bad. Tesla, are you going to give me a pullback to pre-market high? That's the question.
Autofilled. Autofilled.
NASDAQ back above pre-market lows. S&P, nice bounce off previous day high. Amazon, Google starting to bounce. Tesla still going. S&P through highs. PLTR still ripping. Crypto's dipped to start, but all are pushing now. Circle leading the way at 5%. Big volume in Tesla. Meta popped back up. Well, Tezzy left the train station without us. Meta big push from the lows. Tesla already hit what would have been my main profit target if I could have gotten in at pre-market highs, hit previous day high. Yeah, I was looking at that too. Kind of resembles that Netflix one, doesn't it? And yesterday kind of hit the bottom of that channel. Now it popped right up. Netflix is down to the bottom of that its channel too. Tesla decent little rejection off previous day high. Woo! Little reversal. MU just went red. AMD got rejected going green. NVIDIA kind of rolling over. Q's back under pre-market lows. I have my 7-Eleven puts ready to go. A lot of rejection going on. Meta, Microsoft, and Apple not rejecting though. Amazon up to previous day low. Tezzy giving it up. S&P trying to hold pre-market lows. NASDAQ back up to pre-market lows. PLTR staying strong. AVGO popping back up. Nice little double
Order
pre-market
cancelled.
retest in AVGO.
Order filled. Order cancelled. Order filled.
Tesla bounced again off of previous pre-market high. SpaceX trying to get above previous day high. Microsoft still moving up. Little whippy this morning, my friends. Be patient. AVGO looks like it wants to break out. CRM and crowd still pushing. Microsoft breaking out. AVGogo breaking out. MSTR trying to get above pre-market high. Same with coin. Circle, little pullback. I'd look at some circle calls. The 95s, if we can pull back a little bit more. Bitcoin's starting to bounce. Circle didn't quite get down there. Starting to bounce again. MSTR and coin are pushing. Hood up to previous day high. SpaceX going through lows. Amazon's still kind of rejecting previous day low. Q's back to lows of day.
Order filled.
Things are coming down now. Indice wise, anyway.
Order filled.
Crypto's staying strong. But chips melting. MU leading the way. Microsoft still ripping. Circle almost back up to highs of day. Meta still at highs. All right, I'm looking at QQQ puts here. 7-Elevens. I'm going to start a position here, filled at 45. Want it to stay below pre-market low here. It's kind of my level. I'll let it get a little bit higher. I've got some room to add. Russell still coming down. AMD and MU right at previous day low. Microsoft still making new highs. MSTR still making new highs. MSTR is up over 7%. Bitcoin still bouncing up 1.5%. Russell about to go through lows. All right, I need the keys to reject here. I'm just going to cut. MSTR is on fire, 8.5%. Meta staying strong. Going through highs. Watching the cues to cut. We kept pushing under that pre-market low. We get that 15-minute close under. Thought we might hold with the chips getting weak, but we'll see here. If it doesn't reject, I'm going to cut quickly. Russell at lows. If I see some sellers step in and get back down in the cues, I'll add, but as for now, I'm just holding a small position. Russell breaking down. Apparently I should have been short the Russell instead. Old Rusty. Meta breaking out.
Autofilled.
Okay, now we're getting a little selling again.
Autofilled.
Big banks coming down. NASDAQ popped back up. Nobody knows who's in control today. Dips getting bought up. Bounces getting sold off. Still like my short here. AVGO looks like a barcode at a grocery store. AMD, MU, S&DK all still just chopping at lows. Meta and Softy staying strong. PLTR still holding up pretty well. Watching the cues for a cut. Watching, watching, watching. All right, I'm going to cut. Okay. That's just sloppy action right there. Thought after we dipped again and held, we may have some downside with the chips being weak, but not yet, my friends. More patience needed. Microsoft at previous day high would have been a good horse. Or yeah, Meta had a couple little pullbacks after that first strong move. MSTR finally pulling back. Circle dipping back to previous day high. That's where I was watching it before. Bitcoin pulling back. I'm going to take some circle here. It's the 95 calls in circle. Filled at 152. See if the cryptos can stay strong here. They're all pulling back a little bit. Right at pre-market high and previous day high in circle. Russell made a new low. CRM up 20%, crowd up 19 now. These things are flying after earnings. All right, cryptos. Are we gonna? Is that all you had today? Tesla trying to break out above previous day high. VIX down to 14.69. So CRM is going to exceed its expected move, so about a 9% average drift. Crowd's going to exceed its expected move, so it'll average 12 and then 20. Nice. I'll look at those in Power Hour. Circle's starting to perk up a little. I'll put a first profit target at 175 in Circle. NVIDIA ticking a new high. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Order filled. Order cancelled. Order filled.
Love coming back with a fresh cup of coffee and a profit target hit. So that Circle filled at 175. Tesla testing highs of day. PLTR new high of day. S&P trying to get above that pre-market trend line. Kind of rejected it a couple times now. I need a rejection. I need S&P down. My DC time machines would appreciate a move down. MSTR trying to pop back up. Bitcoin almost back up to highs. Come on, Circle, lead the way. Russell, big bounce off previous day low. MU still trying to hold above previous day low. Tesla kind of rejecting previous day high again. It's having problems getting through that. Circle dipping back down a little. Softy still holding the highs. Meta kind of trailing off a bit. Bitcoin pushing through highs. I don't think I'm going to add here on this pullback, but crypto's staying strong. MSTR almost back up to highs. PLTR popping through highs. S&P almost up to highs of day. Same with the Qs. Tesla trying again. Circle back down near my entry. Bitcoin getting close to that high it put in on Monday. Okay, Tesla back up to highs. Google still weak. Amazon still weak. Meta rolling over. AVGO finally a little breakout of its chop. Tesla breaking out. SpaceX having a hard time getting through previous day high. Come on, Circle. We need new highs here. Nvidia almost back up to highs a day. All right, S&P putting in new highs, NASDAQ new high. Big bounce in Intel.
Order filled.
So we got big tech ripping now. Some of them. And crypto's sleeping now. Tesla, not much follow through on that push through highs. You guys in anything else right now? Circle's starting to bounce again. There's a decent little bounce. See if we can get some momentum here. Back up to and through highs. Midfly in Tesla and SPY. SPY just kind of chopping at highs. Same with NASDAQ. Starting to see a little down move now in S&P, NASDAQ. A little pullback in some of the chips. Come on, cryptos. Circle had the relative strength early, but now it's MSTR for sure. Bitcoin acting stronger. Don't like that Bitcoin's putting in new highs and Circle is just kind of chopping. Meta all the way back to unch. Which is also right at pre-market high. Tesla still holding above previous day high. Watson, there's your pullback in AVGO if you still want in. Right back to the breakout of the chop, right to the top of the chop. MSTR new highs, Bitcoin new highs. The options in Circle are basically not even quite up to where I took profits on the first one, or it's right there now. Come on, Circle. You got some catching up to do. MSTR is beating you today. Take some more off at 205. Filled. Quick little pop. Almost back up to highs. All right, now let's see if we can blast through. Tesla putting in new highs. SpaceX finally getting above previous day high again, but it's rejected right here at this level twice. MSTR up 10% now. Bitcoin above 80,000. I'll put in another order in Circle at 230. If it can crack high of day, should hit. Tesla moving now. Tezzy picking up steam. Filled at 230. New high of day. Just had to be a little patient on old Circle. I'm just down to runners here. I've got 2 left. Started with 30, down to 2. S&P ticked a new high. NASDAQ, not quite as strong as the S&P. Coin had a nice pop on that move also. MSTR the strongest. And Bitcoin still moving well. Trying to make its way up to pre-market high. Circle kind of pausing at highs of day. SpaceX kind of rejecting that 140.60 level again. All right, all. I'm going to wrap the stream. I've got just a couple runners left in Circle. I will finish off my orders in the trade channel. I'm going to give it a little room to see if these are going to run. Cryptos are staying strong. So that's the plan. And if I see anything else I like here shortly, I'll also post that. Otherwise, everybody have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in Power Hour. Take care. Bye.